Hey, Rad Parade Chicago, it's Gary. I'm your rad boss, and I'm here with Yvette, your rad coach. We're going to get you ready for this weekend's training ride. It's our first training ride, and we're super excited. So we're meeting at Winnemac Park. It's 5050 North Damon, Winnemac and Damon. We're going to get start out at 8 a.m., but we need you to be there about 7:30 so we can go through some check-in and other important details as we start out. So the first thing you do when you get there, check in with crew. They're going to have a whole check-in sheet. We want to make sure we've got the right cell phone number. We know who's there so that we know who has come back at the end of the ride. Also, fill up your tires and fill up your water bottles if you haven't already. But we're hoping that you've already eaten breakfast and filled up your tires before you get there. And then the last thing to do is get your cue sheet. It's going to be a double-sided cue sheet, much like last year. The crew number at the top, so if you have any emergencies, you can contact crew. And then that you have the route for where we're going on Saturday.
So two things I want to highlight that Gary mentioned that are very important, and that's breakfast in the morning. Make sure that you're adequately fueled up and ready to go, not riding hungry on an empty stomach. And the second thing is pump your tires. So if you don't have a floor pump at home, don't worry, we'll have some out at the start, but make sure you get there early, 7:30, so we can get those tires pumped up and get you out on the road. Pumped up tires are the most important flat protection tool that we have. So let's talk a little bit about our training groups. We're going to break off into two groups, Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 will be advanced and intermediate riders. These are riders that are capable of riding 15 miles an hour or faster and need minimal support along the way. The group will naturally break off into different pace groups, and folks will take off at their own pace and ride on up. Then we'll have Group 2. I'm going to be leading that group. Group 2 is, I like to call them beginners and chillers. We're going to ride at about 13 miles an hour with lots of support, and we're just going to cruise on up, make our way up there and back, and no sweat, no worries. So the courses are very similar. Group 1 will be riding about 31 miles, and Group 2 will be hitting about 24. Our pit stop is going to be at Tower Road Park. Both courses are identical up to Tower Road, which is at about 12.2 miles, and Group 2 will come back from there, and Group 1 will carry on out to the golf course and then make their turnaround and come back. I got some questions this week, lots of Facebook messages and some emails asking me about what to wear. Those are great questions. We're going to have a nice sunny day. It's going to be in the 60s in the late afternoon, but I think in the morning it might still be a little bit chilly, maybe down in the high 40s, low 50s. My rule for anything 50 degrees and below, for me, is a base layer underneath a long sleeve jersey. And if it is 50 degrees or below, I like to have my knees covered, so I actually wear a cycling knicker and over a short. If you don't have cycling knickers, you can always wear a regular gym knicker, and then for a short light ride like we're doing this weekend, you can put your shorts on over it. And I also like a wind vest. This is great to keep your core nice and warm, and it packs up and stows really easily. You can put it right in your jersey pocket if you get heated up and you don't need it anymore.
Nice.
That's all I've got.
We're going to be kitted out. It's going to be a really great ride. We'll be excited to see you on Saturday.